Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pete and Jeremy's D&D Time. I am your Dungeon Master for Game 2 this evening, Jeremy, and I am joined by 4 fantabulous players. So, without further ado, let's take a moment and introduce everybody and their characters. So, first this evening, we have Zewxip. Zewxip, how are you?
We're doing fantastic, thank you.
Now, Zewxip, I noticed that you still don't have a title. You still just I say just, but you're still the Blossomer Floran Sorcerer. Um, do you have any ideas? Have you been thinking about if a title, or just not really for you?
Something hasn't occurred to us yet that really has that certain something that would be appropriate to one such as we.
You know what, Zewxip, I'm sure when you do find it, when you feel that you've really earned it and achieved it, uh, I'm sure you'll know. You'll just know in the moment. Uh, no, Zewxip, have you met any other Zewxips lately?
Can you say that again for me, please? I wasn't
Oh,
able to hear.
apologies. Have you met any other Zewxips lately?
Not so much other Zewxips, but we have been in contact with an old friend of ours, Tissix, and relaying some of our experiences.
Yeah.
My
Tis...
bunnyfolk friend was able to learn a lot from that fight with the Thar-rak, and I believe that has gone on to mellow her out some. She's been a bit on edge.
Oh, that's good. I was really getting worried because Tizix, I'll be honest, hasn't seemed like they've been doing so well since Bartholomew brought him back from the dead.
Yes, there's some things that need to be worked out. Honestly, I believe that she just needs to confront the source of her anger and, well, sort of get it out of her system. Until then, it's all I can do to help her try and calm down and train and find who she is in this modern day. And
Well,
I suppose it's a journey that I'm on as well. I hope to run into another Zewxip at some point. It's summer. It's beautiful. There are many of us who are blooming all throughout the places we've been. As you know, I've been cultivating the lands of DnDTime.
so I know you are kind of a dragon flower, right? Or something like that? Something along that. I'm sorry, I don't know the correct terminology, Zewxip. I apologize.
No, that's fine. Yes, due to the gifts of my esteemed lover, I've been able to awaken powers within myself by his presence and other.
Now, are the other Zewxips kind of like clones? Do they all look just like you, or does every Zewxip look a little different, and some very different?
Oh, I'm sure that they'll be different given their environments and
Oh,
the places that they grow. There's one that was left in the abyss after
oh
the
no.
Dorm King's blunder, and that one will be quite different. Should I ever get to encounter that Zewxip again?
I would be very concerned if you should Zewxip. Well, anywho, welcome back. It's wonderful as always to have you. You're still the same Zewxip, right? That always adventures with Bartholomew, right? There's not more than one Zewxip for that you know of at least.
Correct. I am the one
Okay,
that you have come to know.
excellent. I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. Well, Zewxip, welcome back. Of course, wonderful to have you. Our next adventure this evening, Jenny Galanodel, the Protector. Jenny, how you doing?
Hey, I'm alright.
What's wrong? You sound like there's something wrong, Jenny.
I'm I'm not a paladin.
Jenny, let me tell you a secret. Because here's what I'm gonna tell I have a Levelin Paladin. You wouldn't think it, but I do. Jenny, anyone can be a paladin. All you have to do is believe in yourself. I know after that last, the battle with the Thar-rak and the Lich, and it can be very shaking for your self-confidence, especially if you don't get the killing blow. I know paladins love to get the killing blows on things. So I understand if maybe you're a little shaken, but Jenny, you gotta believe in yourself because I know that you're an amazing paladin. You've done amazing paladin things here in Bartholomew's company.
You really think so?
Jenny, more than that, I know so.
You've actually just made my day. Thank you, Jeremy.
No problem, Jenny. is, Jenny, I think today is going to be actually an amazing situation for you to go and show off those paladin kind of heroism that really that you embody in everything you do. This is going to be a good one for you, I can tell.
Okay, I'll give it my best.
Awesome. Well, Jenny, welcome back. It's always wonderful to have you, and I'm sure this is going to be a great one for you. Our next hero this evening, heroes. I'm so sorry. Sir Gillem Fish and House, best friends forever. So I'm going to do something different this time. House, how are you? Oh, Sir Gillem House. Sir Gillem?
Hey, yes, I'm here. What's up?
Oh,
I'm sorry I was sleeping.
I understand. So Sir Gillem, you're a very I don't mean this in like a negative way, but you're kind of an anomalous creature among Bartholomew's adventurers. You are a little clownfish that lives in the hair of this living sea anemone, whose name is his name just House? I'm sorry, is their name just House?
That's what I call him, his House.
Okay, yeah. So when did you first meet House?
We met on the ocean, and he caught me in his, his fish.
So House caught you.
Yes.
What happened next?
Well, then I've been living in his hair forever.
Oh.
Not that I really had a choice.
Oh, so you're kind of trapped.
Do you see an ocean around me?
I guess I never thought about that. Would you ever leave House if you were to go back to the ocean? It seems like you're the one kind of in charge.
Well, we grew a friendship over time. It was not immediate. But...
I see. This totally redefines my understanding of your relationship with House. So Gillem, is this kind of like a Stockholm syndrome thing?
Well, what is Stockholm? Who is that?
Don't worry about it. It's not important. Well, Sir Gillem, I'm just glad to have you back, and I'm glad to have this now deeper understanding of your relationship with House. How's House been doing?
Oh, he's been doing great. We've been adventuring we really took down a Thar-rak.
You single-handedly took down a Thar-rak.
Yes.
Wow.
And House. Nobody else. There weren't like 30 other people fighting the Thar-rak. No, just me and House.
Oh. Well, Sir Gillem, that's a really impressive feat. I mean, good work. Well,
and we got a cool plushie out of it. So
yeah, I mean, we all love cool plushies. Well, welcome back, Sir Gillem. It's always, of course, wonderful to have you. And maybe I don't think you're gonna be fighting a Thar-rak today, but no? I'm sure it's gonna be a good adventure nonetheless. So welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be back.
And last but certainly not least, back from a bit of a long kind of hiatus, we have Thar-rak, the Dark Crane. Thar-rak.
Yeah! Yes, I have been away on a journey of self-discovery.
What have you discovered?
That it is very boring to sit alone for hours.
Yeah. I feel like 90%. Everyone hears about those spirit quests or the walkabouts where you rediscover yourself. I feel like the majority of them in actuality end with someone just getting bored and going home, being like, all right, why did I do this in the first place?
Yes, that's pretty much what happened.
Well, Thar-rak.
Not a lot of fun finding yourself. A lot of long hours. Really, all I found is that I have to get back to adventuring.
Really, what you needed, you had the whole time.
Yes.
What you needed was in your heart all along.
Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourselves, kids. Often what you have, often what you're looking for, you've had the entire time.
Thar-rak, these are some. You said you didn't get anything out of your walkabout, but it seems like maybe you did get something,
What?
and the thing that you got you had the whole time. I'm really confused now. All right.
Oh,
So,
my
if
bird
the
brain
understa-
hurts.
If the understanding that you got was that you didn't need understanding, but you only got it because you went on the walkabout, didn't you get something out of the walk? Oh no.
Oh no!
Thar-rak, what have you done?
I've made Thar-rak's paradox.
If you were fighting a computer or a robot or something like that right now, you'd have just won the adventure. Which unfortunately not the case tonight. But Thar-rak, welcome back.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you. Well, I guess let's start the adventure. So you all have recently been hanging out around Central City in Bartholomew's shop. Maybe you stop at a coffee shop or stop by one of the taverns, like the Last Hope Tavern, a popular spot for Bartholomew's adventures. But word around the city is that the Sacred Vale up in the northeast is currently a pretty hazardous spot, pretty dangerous. People have been coming back with pretty grievous injuries and all sorts of heinous wounds. And strangely, Bartholomew hasn't really been doing anything about it until today. Because today you all received summons to meet Bartholomew up at the Sacred Vale. They were sent to you somewhat discreetly. He didn't call you to the shop. He just had a message delivered to you via paper crane. It's a small little, folded paper crane that flies up to you and lands. It's got the message. And so you've all made your way up to the Sacred Vale to meet with Bartholomew. But as you kind of are moving in that direction, and you've made your way up the roads, you've all met up, and you're traveling through kind of a winding country path. There are large hills that kind of roll all along, and this path just curves around and around and around, but never quite crests any of them. Until it opens into a large clearing, maybe 1,000 feet in diameter. You can see the forest, which kind of is the hallmark of the beginning of the Sacred Vale in the distance. And in this large clearing, there are many little tiny doors built into the hills that kind of surround it. You see little fences and little mailboxes and a nice cobbled path that lead through to these different doors, but not a single soul is visible currently in this area as you kind of walk in.
How very odd.
I know what's going on here. The doors are gonna attack us. I got it.
I've actually been in an area where that's happened. It's not the most unheard of thing. So
Gillem,
keep your guards up. Even the doors have eyes.
No, wait. The doors have eyes? What about the hills? Do they have eyes?
Well, the hills do have little tiny windows in some of them that look kind of like eyes. Maybe if you looked at them the wrong way. Zewxip, you're, however, pretty familiar. This is like a very stereotypical, like, bunnyfolk kind of settlement. Generally, it'll be nestled away somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's not like the settlement that you were familiar with, but in your travels, you've seen places like this.
Oh, yes, it's a good place to set your roots if you are want to do so.
There's also lots of little bits of bunny poop all over the ground.
Oh,
It's a good thing I'm flying.
Okay.
House doesn't care. He's just walking right through it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like, little pellets. It's not a big deal.
oh, it's nutritious. It keeps the grass green, the trees growing, and it's good for a snack on the road.
That is disgusting.
We wouldn't
God.
know.
Only in DnDTime do you watch a planned person eat poop, and it's good. Anyway, so what do you all do as you kind of enter this clearing? Actually, what are all your passive perceptions kind of first off?
Well, that would mean my passive perception is 13.
Mine is 15.
Oh wow, you guys are all very perceptive.
Yes.
Jenny?
11.
Okay.
It's
So
in chat.
I think Jenny is the only one who doesn't notice this though. So the sun is bright overhead and it's not very conducive for Jenny. And kind of probably distracted. We've been walking a long time. But the rest of you all notice a tiny set of beady black eyes poking up and looking out one of the little windows in the hills, and you see a big set of bunny ears and a little bunny face kind of cloaked in shadow, and they're peeking out at you. They're trying to be sneaky, you think, but their curiosity kind of got the best of them, and they poked out a little too much.
I understand the worry. I am, after all, a large predatory bird.
Yeah, and as
Oh.
you kind of look over there, Thar-rak, it pulls its head down and is ducked inside of the little hill house.
Oh no, I told you, the hills do have eyes. I told you. I called it.
Given my relationship with Tissix, I may not be able to speak Bunnish on at least on the character sheet, but might I know a word like hello or sort of a basic greeting, since
Oh, sure.
that was kind of my contact with her?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you stride toward the little bunny house and try and greet them?
Yes, I'd like to do so.
Okay. So yes, you stride toward the house, and you do you like knock on the door? Do you go over to the window, or
In a way that at least from our village or our
Mhm.
our own little establishment we had a long time ago, yeah, just something that would be, or at least what I'd consider to be culturally appropriate, a knock or a pattern, or I don't know, you thump your foot 3 times on the front door or something like that.
Yeah, awesome. So you walk over and you thump your foot on the door 3 times. You couldn't ever do it quite as quickly as the bunny folk could.
Yeah.
Your plant muscles just not quite as responsive, not quite as snappy. But you do your best, and you call out a traditional bunny folk greeting, like just a hello, and you see the same set of eyes kind of poke up by the window, maybe 10 feet away, and like looking out at you. But you also see like 4 other bunny folk heads pop up and look out toward you, and they're just kind of looking at you suspiciously, but also like excitedly almost.
Well, it seems there are quite a lot of them.
And
Is anyone else slightly creeped out here?
Oh, not at all. We come
Yes.
in
We're-
peace.
We're supposed to be meeting Bartholomew here, aren't we?
No, I
and
think we're
as-
supposed to meet him farther down.
yeah, and as you say that, Jenny, and Zewxip, you're saying we come in peace. The bunny folk all pop down behind the window again, and there's a little, and the door opens a crack, and you see this very, very short. These bunny folk are much more like bunnies than maybe like humanoids. They're much more bun-like, and so a little tiny bipedal like bunny kind of pokes his head out and he goes, "Hello,
Hello there, little rabbit.
are you Bartholomew's adventurers?
Yes, that would be us.
Oh, guys, you're here!" And it kind of opens the door a little bit more, and you can see there's maybe like 40 or 50 bunnies crammed into the little house
Oh god.
behind them.
Oh, this is
And
cozy.
I was just looking forward. And they go, "They're here! They're gonna save us!" And they're like all kind of talking to each other, like, the chatter just quickly goes up. And yeah, they're all just talking amongst each other. The door's open. You're seeing them all there.
So, what is your problem, small bunny folk?
As you ask that, they all hush. And the one in front, "I'll take care of it," and hops forward, and the other bunnies come up and close the door most of the way, but they leave it like a crack, and they're clearly peeking through. And so there's the one bunny that's outside with you all. "Well, we asked Bartholomew to send some people to help us. You see, there's terrible luck that's happening here."
Oh?
Look.
Tell us more about this terrible luck.
"Well, just a few weeks ago, bad things started happening to people, and I don't know why. No one does. It's terrible.
It sounds to me like a curse.
It just kind of happens out of nowhere. People have died.
That's really
The
bad.
bunny is kind of cowers down and looks very sad.
Have you tried Lucky Charm, like Rabbit's Foot?
That's bad. No, stop, please.
A four-leaf clover. Said the flower person.
Okay, you know what? That's clearly not working. How about some sort of
We
good
mean a horse.
ritual?
Well, I don't
Horseshoes
know.
never hurt nobody, right?
No.
Do you have a ritual you can do to make the luck go away?
Make bad luck. Well, I do a ritual every day that helps me stay healthy and alive.
And as
Normally,
you're
I
all
just
kinda
shoot the luck away. That's a
As
good
you're all
idea.
crowded around this door talking to Bunny Rabbit, you can see the window is just stuffed full of Bunny Rabbit heads, just like looking out the window at you.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually am better at bringing bad luck to other people.
Oh, can you bring a bad luck somewhere else?
You know, that actually might be a good thing that you can do.
We sent Bartholomew those Bartholomew dollars, and he said he'd send people to take the stuff away.
Well,
What stuff, my dear rabbit?
Huh? What was that, Mr. Plant?
What needs to be taken away?
How-
What's the source of this bad luck?
I
How
don't
big?
know.
How big is the place that all those rabbits are filled with?
You would probably guess no more than like 30 feet diameter. It's like clearly a set of caverns or tunnels dug into the side of this hill. The biggest room couldn't be more than like 20 or 30 feet tops, and they're all crammed in that entryway looking at you now.
They're all crammed. Okay.
There are tons
I'm
of them
gonna
crammed.
ask if I can go in.
If you can go in.
Yeah.
The bunny folk that's talking says, no, you can't go in. We're safe from the luck in there. It hasn't gotten anyone. It only gets us when we go outside.
But maybe I can help by casting some magical spells that will repel the luck until we can solve it more permanently.
well, first of all, I would like to know what's been happening.
Well, okay. And you see the bunny's lip is kind of like quivering in fear. We're only one person at a time, okay?
Jenny
Cool.
goes in.
The bunnies clear a path for you as much as they can. They like squish away from you, but like they can't get more than a foot away from you at any time because there's so many of them. Looks like most of the village is crammed into this house, probably.
Yeah.
It's your
so
guess.
I'm gonna start walking around the bunnies, and with some holy water and powdered silver and iron mixed with blood, I'm going to start drawing a pentagram around the bunnies.
Okay.
This seems more like a sacrifice than.
It takes a minute, so the bunnies are just sitting
None
there
of the
staring at me
bunnies
for a minute.
understand what this means.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. What about the rest of you?
Magic circle.
Oh. Now, what does this do?
See. Celestials, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead. Nothing may pass beyond this circle that I am protecting these bunnies.
They have no idea what happens, but when the circle kind of, I imagine it like flares with some kind of light when it finishes.
It sets on fire.
Oh, it sets on fire.
Yeah, so it's a bloody
circle.
pentagram that's on fire.
And they're scared. What are you doing?
You're safe in here, I'm a paladin! I swear I'm a paladin, you're safe in here!
What is going on in there? Perhaps you should maybe not make it on fire?
Jenny
Hold on,
opens
wait,
the door
wait.
and
I'll
you see
go
the fire.
investigate. I'll go investigate. I use my squishy body to squeeze right in.
Okay. You squish right in.
What's going on here?
The bunnies are freaking out about the fire. Oh God!
I'm a paladin, I swear!
Okay.
This seems to be going really badly in there.
Jenny, do you want to try and roll a persuasion check to convince them they're safe? I'll give you advantage because they're actually safe.
How about intimidation?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine, but you don't have advantage with intimidation. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you do. You totally
Deception?
would have advantage. I'd still give you advantage with that.
Any
This is like-
any charisma check except persuasion.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me the intimidation check. You intimidate them into believing they're safe. So you give them the scary, like, it's dangerous, but it'll protect you kind of spiel. I am a powerful paladin. And they are terrified. A couple of them faint. Many of them faint, actually. But they buy into it. The fire isn't setting everything on fire because it's part of the magic circle spell. And that doesn't set things on fire. So they're kind of getting it. Their initial terror kind of subsiding to just fear. What are you doing as this all happens now?
This is getting a little out of hand.
Can I just show you all everything?
That's really
Please,
all I wanted to
please do
was
that.
see where this bad luck was coming from. with a
Please.
little
Yes.
more-
Please
I was
do
hoping that you would definitely explain what was, going on because I don't know what all of that is, but I think it's a little unnecessary.
My house isn't gonna burn down, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
No,
Bye-bye.
come with me, little bun. Show me where the bad
They'll-
luck is coming
They'll
from.
be safe for an hour. I swear.
Okay. And the bun starts like hopping over across the clearing, and well, it's just kind of in random places, It'll be like just normal stuff, like just hopping around and look, a dandelion. And the bunny folk reaches down to pick up the dandelion and plucks it and eats it. Yeah, it's like see that, but it's something bad luck happens.
But you just ate that dandelion without bad luck.
Well, not every time. It's only sometimes.
What kind
Only
of things have happened?
Well, some people blow up. Some people get grievously injured. Some people fall real far. Some people got crushed by rocks. Some people just got carried away by a big bird. But I think that's just like normal.
Normal bad luck, yes. That sounds
Yes.
about right.
Yeah,
Yes,
just like
that is
kinda,
totally normal. And I look
it's
at
a
as a
circle
big
of life.
bird.
Hey, that's racist.
Can you take us to a place where someone has not had bad luck yet, please? To a place where maybe a rock hasn't fallen, or
That was a
one of
house.
your-
Well, it's usually when we go in the forest. It's actually it's almost entirely when we go in the forest. It just bad stuff happens. Like 99%.
Well, maybe don't go in the forest for a while.
Oh, that's where we find most of our food. We have to go there or we'll
Ah.
die.
Well, I get that. For now, today, don't go in the forest because we're going to be investigating.
We'll collect some food for you. What would you like to eat? Lead us to the forest, and I'll bring something back when we're done.
Okay, he kind of like hops over to the forest, and you see, as you get closer to the forest, there are a couple of little gardens they have set up, and they hop over to one of the gardens, and they oh, I like lettuce, and they pick some lettuce out of the garden and munch it, and I like these eggplants. Oh, wait, no, I don't like eggplants, and they throw the eggplant back in the garden. They keep hopping around, and they pull out some more things from the garden, and they go, oh, look at a carrot. And outside of the garden, like 15 feet away from the forest edge, there's just a carrot lying on the ground.
No, don't do that. Don't go for that.
And
I'm going to go immediately and pick up the carrot. Well, actually, I'm not going to pick up the carrot.
I need anyone who wants to try and stop the bunny folk who's dashing to the carrot to roll me initiative.
No, you could eat the carrots. It's totally fine. Go for it.
Okay. Okay. So the bunny folk runs over to the carrot and I'm sorry, does anyone else want to roll initiative to try and beat the bunny folk?
No, but
No.
Jenny has an inner monologue about how they should be doing paladin things and definitely should be keeping a watch out for any danger.
Yeah, Jenny like inner monologuing like, Oh, also, there's no bird sounds in the forest right now.
No.
So,
There's a
The
bird
bunnyfolk-
sound outside the forest. No, caw.
yeah, you yell out, "Caw!" as the bunny folk dashes toward the carrot and goes like, "Yeah, I'm this carrot," and they pick it up and they take a bite out of it, and then, with a sudden yank, almost like a fishing line, the carrot gets pulled upward toward a tree, and the bunny folk gets dragged up with it and goes, "Ah!" And there's a spurt of blood as it looks like the carrot had a big hook in it, and the bunny folk is just "Ah!" dangling from this tree, is flailing around.
Well, I'm gonna fly.
Okay, so Thar-rak,
And-
what do you want to do?
I would like to fly up and unhook the bunny.
Okay, yeah, you go up. The bunny's hanging from this carrot.
I'm gonna get really angry.
Okay, well, we're gonna go to
Jenny-
you. We're gonna go to the two who
Jenny
rolled
would
initiative,
like to-
then the other two.
Okay.
So, Thar-rak, you fly up to the bunny. It's hanging from. Looks like it's one of those awful, three-pronged hooks that has this poor rabbit.
Poor rabbit.
Yeah, just he's flailing, and there's lots of blood. What do you want to do now that you've flown up to them?
I'm going to attempt. Actually, I'm assuming there's a line, correct?
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the line
All right.
and
you
hold the
can tackle.
bunny. Yes, I have my slashy do,
All right, yeah, you cut the line.
and I have the bunny, and I will fly back down
Okay,
with the bunny.
Ooh, I'm gonna need you to probably roll a dexterity saving throw to catch the bunny, or an acrobatics check probably to catch the bunny, because it's flailing.
How's a
so you catch the
23?
bunny. So you fly back down with the bunny, and Zewxip, it's your move. I'm sorry, yeah, Zewxip. The bunny still has a hook in its mouth, and it's just and it appears to be bleeding very heavily.
Oh my. Oh, this is pretty bad here.
Hmm.
Let's see if we can get that out. Maybe a medicine roll?
Sure. Go over and you start getting your plant hands in there, and you're kind of growing them around the hook. And a 19, yeah. With a 19, you pulled the hook out, and the bunny seems to either faint or go unconscious from damage. You're not sure. But you have removed the hook now. Any bonus action you'd like to take?
Just simply to make it as comfortable as possible. And I'm gonna look
Okay.
around to see if there's any other stray carrots.
No, you don't see any right now. What's your passive perception? 14? Yeah, you don't see any right now. Jenny and Sir Gillem. What do you-
Jenny.
Okay.
Jenny would like to blow up the tree because obviously this is an awakened tree created by Switch.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll against the tree. All right. You blast the tree for 1 point of damage. It kind of
It's-
splinters and bits of wood go everywhere.
It's not adding my charisma again, so it's
Okay, so it's 5 points of damage. You hit it and splinters go everywhere. The tree does not react. Sir Gillem?
I'm going to get angry. And
Uh-huh.
then, and I know this is a tree. Trees can catch on fire.
Sure.
So I will toss oil at it. So here we go. Oil from my lantern. Hold on, let's see. I guess I would do a roll of a.
Oh, it's a tree. You just splash the oil on it. You succeed.
Okay,
my second beam, by the way. Sure.
that's what
Nice.
I do.
Okay.
But it
so
it's normally requires an attack roll, but I'm gonna assume I
you
attack
just
it.
succeed.
Yeah.
Do you want to
now
set the
it's covered
oil on
up.
fire?
Nah, yeah, sure. Let's set it on fire. Sure.
Are you setting the trunk on fire or the leaves and stuff?
Hmm.
The canopy or the main tree?
Let's go the main tree.
Okay.
Oh, please don't start a forest fire.
Why? Why
You
not?
say as a little fish just holds a lighter out of the hair of this sea anemone and sets the oil on fire. Beautiful. So
We're
the
not here
tree.
to cause mass murder.
The tree's now on fire.
Oh. A little too late for that.
Thar-rak, it's your move. The bunny's just. Oh, actually, I need to roll a death saving throw for the bunny. Okay.
I would like to attempt to bind his wound.
Okay, it's pretty bad.
I will still attempt to bind his wounds.
Okay, go ahead and roll a medicine check.
That's
not
not a
quite
great.
enough. It's really a terrible injury. Yeah, it's rough. It would have been even harder, you think, if Zewxip hadn't done such a good job getting the hook out. But yeah, you haven't really stemmed the bleeding, unfortunately.
This is bad.
Thar-rak?
Well, I'm assuming that's an action.
Yeah, it is.
Is there anything close by that looks like it would attempt to injure me or the bunny?
Maybe that
what's your
flaming
passive
tree.
perception?
My passive perception is 15.
All right, there is a large, wooden box. Looks like it's jammed up in the branches directly above you.
There's a wooden
saw it
box up there.
You saw it when you were flying up there. You think the string was attached to it.
There's a wooden box up there which the string was attached to. I would investigate that. Also, I am going to fly back here and try to stop this small rabbit from dying.
What do you do? So you're holding the rabbit, right? The bunny folk.
Yes.
Do you want to give that bunny folk to Zewxip, or are you going to fly somewhere else?
Is Zewxip good with the medicines?
Zewxip just removed the hook. And it's Zewxip's turn.
Perhaps it is best for Zewxip to have this rabbit then, and I will be free-handed so that I can do things.
Okay, so Zewxip, the bunny folk gets passed to you, and it's your turn. What would you like?
I want to use Gust to try and put out the flame.
Yeah. So the fire goes out, Sir Gillem.
Oh man.
The oil's still there, but the fire's just out.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna pet the rabbit. No, Sir Gillem, no fire in the woods. There are so many living creatures here that cannot be burned. We're here to save lives, not to snuff them out, like I did to your fire in a slightly ironic fashion.
But isn't the idea to stop the bad things from happening? If this forest is the cause of the bad things, then burning down the forest is the only solution.
Forests don't naturally produce hooks.
Jenny, what would you like to do?
Perhaps we could find the source of the hook.
Plus, I also did say out loud to everyone that there is a box in the tree which the hook came from.
Jenny, it's your move. Two of your companions are arguing about setting a tree on fire. Thar-rak is flying up to the top of the tree to get this box, and the bunny folk is still dying.
Jenny's gonna try to lay on hand.
Oh, you heal him. He's fine.
What?
Oh.
What do you
my
mean?
goodness. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
wait a minute.
oops.
All right, I gotta put the music back. Right, you don't have lay on hand. I mean,
Clearly, lay on hands.
so what does Jenny do?
So Jenny puts her hands on the bunny
Uh-huh.
and focuses all her energy into helping this bunny.
Okay.
3.
The bunny is not doing any better. So Gillem, your fire is currently out. The bunny folk is dying.
Okay.
And Zewxip is telling you not to set the tree on fire.
Well, what if I set the canopy on fire? That box on fire, maybe. Is that okay?
Probably still a bad idea.
Let the box be recovered, please. This is coming from me, and I wield fire. No fire, please.
Fine, I'll just cut the tree down. We'll be okay with that.
Okay, go ahead, Sir Gillem. Make your attack roll against the tree. The tree's already been pretty badly damaged by Jenny's attacks. All right. Okay, nice.
I'm assuming a 24 hits.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you smash your longsword into the base of the tree. It looks like another hit like that would easily take the tree down at this point.
Okay, I need the tree to make a dexterity saving throw.
The tree fails.
Okay, great, awesome. So then this works as it gets lightninged.
It gets lightning. All right. As the lightning strikes the tree, it kind of splits up the middle, cracks pretty badly, and begins to fall over.
Mm-hmm. And I just move out of the way of the. I just move out of the way of the falling tree and just in my.
All right. Bunny folk.
Don't die, little. Oh no.
He looks really bad. He's like, he might be dead. You're not sure, Thar-rak. You're up in the tree branches. What do you want to do?
I want this box. I want it.
The tree just fell down, actually. So
damn it.
I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw because you were up in the branches when it fell.
Well.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
How's an 18?
You're good. You fly out of the way and you fly down and you recover.
What's why you chopping?
As you pick up the box, you see the tiny little thread, the string, kind of get pulled into the rest of the box, and you can see there's an opening in the top, and then you hear a horrible sound from in the box, and you look in, and there's just like, it looks like a meat grinder inside of it that was reeling the string in.
It's a good thing we chopped the string, because this thing has a grinder of some kind in it.
Ooh, that'll be useful for later.
Did you move? Oh, sorry.
I was going to pick up the box and,
you got it.
Well, keep it away from everyone who might do something bad with it,
So
aka everyone else in the party.
Okay.
Except for maybe Zewxip.
So Zewxip, the bunny folk is in your arms, looking maybe dead. You're not positive.
Oh no. Let's see. I was hoping maybe I could do something with flower power, which is the Floran druid craft. I know I could make berries and whatnot. There's nothing that's a mechanical healing effect unless,
No,
I don't know, you might count like
not.
make a little berry poultice or something to try and stop the bleeding. Otherwise, I'll just roll a medicine.
If you had more time, I might give it to you. But as a action trying to do it, no, probably.
I do have this this potion.
Oh, if you have
want to take Thar-rak's
berries,
potion?
there's a magic kind of berry.
Do you want to take Thar-rak's potion, Zewxip, and feed it to the bunny folk?
What's the potion?
It's a healing potion.
Maybe later. He's almost dead. Hold on.
Okay, I mean, the thing that could stop him from dying.
Jenny, what would you like to do?
Right here.
The bunny just.
Jenny is going to use lay on potion.
Jenny just slips a potion out in front of her sleeve and just pours it in.
Yeah, can I sleight of hand?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to do it? So here's a question before you roll. You can try and sleight of hand. Do you want to not do it if you would fail the sleight of hand check, or do you want to do it no matter what?
Do it no matter what.
Okay.
I'm gonna save this person because I'm a paladin, but
Awesome. Okay.
I
Give me
don't
that
want
sleight of hand.
my other friends to know that I'm not actually a paladin.
I'm sure none of them will know.
11. That
Oh,
definitely.
I clearly don't.
Yeah, I think
So
everyone
good.
sees, but you think it's pretty
I'm
good.
looking the other way. It's fine.
Good idea. A potion. That's the best option.
And then
Everyone
the
just thinks you've got a potion.
The bunny folk. Oh, that was terrible. I had a horrible dream. Kind of blinks its eyes. Oh, my mouth kind of hurts. Man, it was terrible. There was a carrot and it had a hook. Why are you holding me?
Because you were almost dead. And by that I mean almost ground up into a bloody furball.
You know, you could have put it
The
a
bunny
softer
starts shaking
way.
in terror.
But it's okay. I killed the tree. It's fine. We're good. The tree won't hurt you anymore.
Was the tree the source of the bad luck?
Sure.
I
let's
put the
go with
box
that.
behind my back. Yeah.
Nope,
That's great.
it was not the source of the bad luck.
Oh.
You should probably go to the circle of fire and step into the fire.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes, you will be safe there. Somebody guide him there in case he finds another carrot on the way.
Okay, so
I'll-
you walk him
I'll
back.
guide
no
him
problem.
there. Yeah.
Jenny, you walk him back. Sure enough, on the way back, it's not a carrot, but there's just a watermelon just in the middle of the clearing. that
Eldritch
was not there
Blast.
before. It explodes as soon as you Eldritch Blast it, and more so than it should for an Eldritch Blast. And the bunny goes, "Oh, thanks, you broke it up," and picks all the little pieces of watermelon up. If you
Cool.
let them.
At least it's
Yep.
safe, because the
Do you let them?
explosive's already been diffused.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you taste it to make sure it's not poisoned?
No.
Okay. So you bring the bunny folk back, and they come back with a watermelon. The other bunnies are all happy, and they seem to be doing pretty well with the pentagram of fire now. I'm sorry, of blood and fire.
That's good.
They're all kind of used to it. They've just almost forgotten about it. And you return to the party, no problem. But while you're away, the rest of you hear like a chunk sound, and there's some rattling in a tree branch nearby in another tree. And as you look up, another box is there, freshly lodged in the tree branch.
See, I told you it was the trees. We need to burn them all down.
We cannot
In
burn the
return-
trees down! That is a bad idea! Although I do agree something is putting things in the trees.
And as you say that, Thar-rak, there's a like a whirring sound, and a kind of another carrot comes flying out of the sky from deeper into the forest and lands in the ground nearby.
I am going to follow the line that it that it undoubtedly has.
It doesn't.
Doesn't have a
You
fishing
go over and
line.
Look at it. No, it doesn't. It's just a carrot lying on the ground.
I'm going to look at it
Okay. Looks like
and poke at it.
it's a carrot. You think?
I think I have a solution. We should light the carrot on fire and then pull the line and then let it go in.
It doesn't have a line.
Yeah. It's
So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to pick up.
You're all familiar at this point. You're all here, and you can all see this new carrot without a line.
I'm going to pick up the carrot gently,
Okay.
not
Yeah, you
firmly. I'm
Sure.
going to cut the carrot in half, holding the bottom half of it.
Sure. Yeah, you do so. As you do so, this viscous, like purple goo is inside. And as the purple goo kind of like hits the ground, it kind of hisses and sizzles and burns the grass a little.
Ah, another kind of trap. I am familiar with acids. It's a good thing I did not try to eat this. That would have been very bad.
Isn't it funny how it's only carrots, though?
However, I mean, they are rabbit folk, and whoever is playing these very harmful pranks or whatever clearly has something against them, and is coming from inside the forest.
The only solution is to burn down the
No,
forest.
it's not! We do not burn down the forest! After all the things, all the good vegetables and such will
Jenny
be gone.
goes deeper into the forest.
I am also following into the forest.
Okay. Zewxip, I assume you're following Jenny as well?
Yes, I want to find the source of the terror of these bunny folk.
So
I will
as
go in
you're-
as well, but I'm looking at those trees like I really want to burn them down.
You're really like, I really want to burn them down. So as you're walking into the forest, you know, it's a pretty leisurely walk. It's a beautiful time of year. The sun is out, kind of filtering through the leaves, making beautiful patterns of light upon the ground. The leaves are fresh and green and rich, and it smells like nature in a very pleasant way. So as you're walking along the path, it's a fairly plain dirt path, clearly traveled by the bunny folk a lot, very frequently. You notice something right off the bat, Jenny. You see that kind of sticking out of a bush, maybe 5 or 10 feet off the path, there looks to be a brilliant golden shield.
I look at the shield. I look at mine. Not as good.
Oh, okay. You keep walking. The rest of you also see this brilliant golden shield, by the way. It's not just you.
Oh, that's most definitely a trap.
It is a trap. Whoever makes these traps is absolutely terrible at it. And they should
Yes. I am also looking around to see if there are any traditional traps, like pitfalls or ropes or anything.
Yeah, could you roll me a perception check? And in fact, I
Sure!
think everyone can roll me a perception check at this point. Because I
That's-
think you're all paying attention here.
I am going to continue my roles as the least perceptive monk of all time.
Not the least perceptive monk of all time. I doubt it. That was
Bunny's
Bob.
like, I would argue with that one. So yeah, you're walking through. No real problems. You're walking along. At one point, you do come across what is very clearly a pitfall trap. You walk around it, I assume?
I'm flying like the entire time. Because I trust nothing.
Have
And
I
you
told
notice-
you about my first mate, Bob? We call him that because he lost his arms and his legs in a trap.
Why would you call him Bob?
Well, when you throw him out in the water,
Why would you throw him out in the water?
he likes to swim
Bobs.
with the fish. I don't know.
I would like to
He
uncover the
bobs.
pit so
Yep.
that bunnies don't fall into it. And I'd
Okay.
like to investigate this to see if there's any clues about its maker, or maybe how long it's been around, things like.
So yeah, Zewxip, as you go to uncover this pit, your sixth sense kind of triggers. You realize something's wrong because as you're clearing it over, it's very solid. Like the ground, the sticks that have been put over it, like you could just walk over it. And I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, but I'm going to give you advantage because of your high perception roll here. All right, so you leap forward onto where the pit is, right as a log trap comes flying out of the forest nearby, almost as if to strike someone who would start disassembling this trap. And it just kind
Aha!
of
It's a trap.
slows down to just now it's just hanging there.
This is a trap, clearly.
Do you still want to take apart the pit trap?
Yes.
Okay, there's no trap. It's just some sticks over a teeny little shallow thing that was hardly dug. Maybe like 3 feet. You might twist an
I have
ankle.
the cantrips of mold earth and gust
Mhm.
to help in sort of like diffusing traps along the way that we might see, like
Yeah.
to trigger them from a distance, or to kind of like plow ahead to make sure that there's no pits and.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. As you're clearing everything, you see a bunch of minor little things. You see like a classic arrow trap. You see a tripwire set up. But there's one other thing that like seems to be targeted almost at you, and that is, and maybe it's not a trap, but as you're walking down the path, you see just a large blob of some green mass. It looks like plant matter of some kind. It looks very wet, just in the middle of the path ahead of you. Gillem, you recognize it immediately. It's fresh kelp, you think.
Fresh kelp. Interesting.
It's delicious.
It is delicious. I really want to eat that kelp, but it's obviously a trap. I'm quite sure. We're very far from the ocean.
I am pretty sure at this point, everything that we stumble across that might be interesting is probably a trap.
This is why we should burn down the whole forest.
We are not burning down the whole forest. Jeez. I thought the last person I adventured with was a pyromaniac.
At this point, you hear a loud, like mooing sound, and a cow comes flying out of the sky nearby and just kind of lands in a heap, like maybe 15 feet off out of the path.
Whoever keeps throwing these has impeccable aim.
You hear it mooing in pain.
I put it out of its misery.
You can't see it super well. It landed like in a large pile of bushes.
I am not going over there.
You saw it fall though. Your paw.
Can I see which direction it was coming from?
Yeah. Can you roll me a perception check?
Yes. How's a 20?
Yeah, you see it's coming from. Actually, it must have been pretty close. It was very low arc. You got good eyes, especially with the flight.
Yes.
Do you want to just shoot blindly at it, Jenny?
Yep.
Okay. You shoot a couple of
it's
times.
It's like the Predator scene where like the dude's shooting his machine gun into the forest. Just eldritch blast after eldritch blast careens into the bush.
You do that a couple of times, and you hear what sounds like the splintering of wood, and that gets like distorted. And then there's a small explosion, and nails fly out everywhere. But you're far enough away that it doesn't hit you.
I saw where it came from. It came from over that way. I point in the direction that it came from.
Whoever makes these terrible traps is absolutely terrible and needs to stop.
I mean, it worked on the rabbits, but that might be because they are quite simple-minded.
Yes.
I believe that we're following a trail that could lead us to the trap maker.
Perhaps. I'm assuming that they are trying to get us to fall for the trap so that we fail before we get to him. But we are not that stupid.
Maybe us chasing him is a trap entirely. And we
I
should
mean,
just
perhaps.
leave and burn down the whole town.
We're not burning down the forest! Could somebody get some duct tape around this guy's mouth or something?
As you're yelling this, and you guys are having this discussion, you see up ahead of you, there's a sign. Seems like a brand new wooden sign that kind of points to the right off the path, just off into the forest. That says "traps this way."
Okay.
That's obviously a trap. I'm not go that way.
I'm going to look around.
I go to the right.
Following the where the sign's pointing off into the forest, or
Yeah.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I'm going to look around first.
Staying down the
Okay.
path. So
Can you make a
far.
perception check?
Yes, another perception check.
Yep, you got the water.
15.
Yeah, there seems to be some small text on the sign at the very bottom.
What does it say?
It's really small. You'd have to get right up to it to read it.
I don't trust that at all. I'm going to first throw a shuriken at it.
At the sign?
Yes.
Okay. You hit the sign, it ting, gets stuck in it.
All right. I will
Okay.
get close enough to read it, but be very careful, as I know it is probably a trap.
You should probably fly around over.
Yes, I will fly. I will fly around to it.
Yeah, you fly over to it, and as you get over to it, it appears to just be scribbles. As you're looking at it real close.
Okay, I will fly back.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen.
Very careful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around for anything else. Not just at the sign, but like anything that could be a trap at all, or like
There's
a sign
a
that says
beehive
traps are
direct-
actually over here.
There's a beehive directly above the sign.
Ah, that was definitely going to be a trap.
Okay.
Well, I guess we'll go towards the trap. The thing that says where the traps are, because there's nothing else to hint where.
Okay. So you guys are gonna follow Jenny to follow the sign?
Can any of you speak to the bees to find out if they know who has been making these signs and traps?
That would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
It's too bad I don't speak bee.
Me neither.
The same, and unfortunately, I don't really know how to speak to plants.
But aren't you
The irony. We're gonna lose this irony.
a plant though?
Yes.
And you can't speak to other plants?
Well, it's a little different.
Are you speaking to me right now?
Yes.
Well, I'm a plant,
Yes.
so you're speaking to plants.
But
You can
I'm
speak
talking
plant.
about that sprig of mint down there. I can't speak to that very well. Well, I could speak to it, but perhaps understanding it or communication.
You're not very bright, are you?
I'm very brightly colored, thank you.
Oh, yes.
I see what you mean.
So Jenny, all these other your other companions are having these kind of this discussion behind you about speaking to plants and
Yeah.
bright colors. Are you just kind of marching ahead?
Yep.
Because at this point, you're off the path now. You cannot see the ground very clearly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just moving forward.
I'm just flying behind her.
So up ahead, you see a large kind of pouch fall out of the sky. It seems really close at this point, and boom, scatter along the ground. And then you see ripped out of the pouch, all over the ground, and right in front of you is lots of what look like ball bearings.
You're kidding me, right?
I'll walk around about 10 feet around these ball.
Be
Okay.
careful, there might be traps
Roll
up
me a
there as well.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
All right, you like go to put your foot down, and you feel something puncture your shoe, and you pull back, and sure enough, there are caltrops scattered all around the area around where the ball bearings were just chucked.
Just kick the ball bearings, so you don't trip on them.
Yeah. According to the rules of ball bearings and caltrops, I'll just move at half speed and not do
Please be very
anything with
careful.
these. Not do anything with either of these. Yeah. Just walk.
Yep, no problem. Yeah,
And I'll just
carefully walk around them.
fly over them.
Yeah, sure.
I'll use
I know.
mold earth to get them out of danger, so
Oh, there we
other
go.
bunnies or animals don't walk over.
You bury them beneath the earth.
And then I just walk over the earth and say thank you, plant person. What was your name again? Zewxip?
Zewxip, or if it's easier, Zewxip.
Oh, okay, Zewxip. I like Zewxip.
And at this point, the wind starts to kind of pick up in the forest as you're traveling deeper and deeper in. The traps kind of stop. They stop coming entirely. And you're traveling for maybe 5 minutes, and it starts to get a little darker. And there is a little sign that you find just on the ground, a little plaque up ahead of you that seems to have just been dropped there. Did any of you go up to it?
I am
No.
not going to be the guinea pig this time.
No.
It's someone else's turn.
Not yet. I cast false life on myself because I still haven't done that, even though it's free.
Sure. You protect yourself with necromantic magics. Go ahead, Zewxip.
I'll walk to the opposite side and I'll use gust to gently blow it down the road a little bit towards someone else. Someone
Yeah.
read it here. I'm getting it out of its original plate.
Yeah, you blow it. It flops over a couple of times and lands, I imagine, at the feet of you, Jenny. You go pick it up?
Yep.
Yeah, as you pick it up and you flip it over to its original side, you can't read anything there because it's just covered in dirt from Zewxip flipping it around.
I prestidigitate the soil away.
It doesn't go away.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's weird.
It's caked on there real good, too.
Try to prestidigitate the thing clean.
It doesn't.
It's a magic tablet.
I turn around and say, I can usually clean things pretty well, but I can't clean this, so I just shrug, toss it over my shoulder.
Okay.
I pick it up, and
Okay.
I use some of my water that I've been carrying around in this keg of mine forever,
Uh-huh.
and I just pour some water on it and try to clean it off that way.
It doesn't go away. I mean, some of it gets washed off for certain, but there's like a sheen of dirt that does not go away. And you can see very clearly that the front of this sign was covered in some sort of glue that is affixing the dirt to it.
Oh.
Interesting. And then I'm just gonna take the whole thing and just shove it in the keg and let it sit for a while so we can read. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, you figure that with enough time, it should dissolve all the dirt.
Yes.
All right. You walk a few more, 5 minutes maybe. And you open up into a clearing. And right as you're entering into the clearing, you can see Thar-rak. I mean, you're flying a little bit, and you notice this first above the trees. You see something fall and land in a tree on the far end of the clearing.
There was something in the tree at the far end of the clearing.
Well, let's go then.
We should light the tree on
We
fire.
could be close.
We should
I'm
definitely-
just going to ignore everything that you say. I think it's Sir Gillem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore everything that you say, Sir Gillem.
Well,
Okay.
as you enter the clearing and you look over at that tree, what recently fell, you can see very clearly up in the tree's branches, very similar to what you had seen before. It is a big box, bigger than the last one you had seen previously. This one appears to be made of metal or some kind of iron, maybe. Iron or some kind of metal, maybe. And you see the string coming off of it appears to be metal. It is not trying to really hide itself, because at the very bottom of the string, you see what's dangling off of it. It doesn't quite touch the ground. It swings lazily back and forth, and it jingles. It looks like a bag of Bartholomew bucks. And
You're kidding.
It jingles like... I mean, you've seen some of those big hauls that those high-tier adventurers bring in when they take out their bosses. Ooh, it looks...
You're barking at the wrong bird. This bird has been going through so much where he has disowned all of his belongings. Do you think a bag of bucks will sway me?
Jenny runs up and grabs the bag of bucks.
Oh my god.
No. That
Alright.
was a bad idea. We needed to light it on fire. It was clearly...
I am surrounded by 2 idiots and a plant.
You grab the bag of bucks and you pull, and it comes right off the wire.
I open up the bag.
And it explodes.
It has, inside of it, a whole bunch of copper pieces.
Ah, copper's worthless.
And then
Jenny,
one of the tree branches swings down toward you. And I need you all to roll for initiative. Oh my god, it crits you for 25 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus. That is a heavy-hitting tree.
All right. So Jenny, you get clobbered for 25. All right.
So is this just an actual tree that's attacking us right now?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay, this one you can burn!
Let's see. The tree, the Gillem. Oh, Maddie got 6. Okay. Oh, and which of you wants to go first between you, Zewxip, and Jenny?
I rolled a 21.
you mean
Oh,
Maddie and Jet.
I'll go first between us.
Excellent. All right, so we're gonna start with Thar-rak. Thar-rak, this tree just swung a branch out of nowhere and clobbered Jenny.
What the hell? I'm pretty sure trees don't do this. Okay, you can burn this
Also-
one.
Jenny, you can take a point of inspiration.
Oh, okay. I told you.
Okay.
I told you that we should burn the tree. I told you.
You told us to burn the whole forest, not a single tree. You can burn the single tree. No
All right,
others,
Thar-rak, what you doing?
please. I am going. I guess it's within range. I'm just going to attack it.
Okay.
Whatcha? 21.
Okay. 21's gonna hit the tree.
All right, for 9 damage, and then I shall
Okay.
use a key point to strike twice. punching
Alrighty.
it. I punch trees all the time. 16 hit.
You punch trees all that. So you just punch in the trunk. 16 will hit. Yeah.
All right. This is where my practice comes in. 8, and then
Okay.
one more. That
That'll
wasn't
hit.
supposed to roll twice, but it's okay. Another 8.
Not bad. Pretty solid round. You bludgeon the tree a bunch of times. It's a tree. It seems to react like a tree to your punches, in that it really doesn't react. However,
I
you
will
can
s-
see what you thought was like a woodpecker's kind of hole carved in the front begin to open into a nasty grimace. And inside of its mouth, you see there's just tons of stuff, and it looks pretty dangerous in there. Lots of traps.
Don't get eaten by this thing. You will feel the hurt.
All right, it's gonna go, and it is going to reach out against you, Thar-rak. Yeah, you're how high up are you at this point?
I
You're
can
at its
fly it.
trunk level, right?
I can fly at 50 feet. I didn't really specify if it was the trunk or not. It was more towards the branch that was attacking.
Oh, that was toward the ground though, so you flew down a little bit.
Yeah, so a little
I
bit.
mean, it doesn't matter either way. You're within 15 feet of its base, so it is going to reach up with grasping roots toward you, Thar-rak. Its roots come reaching out of the ground and wrap around you. You're grappled.
That hurts.
No, you're still up in the air, technically. It doesn't drag you down. But yeah, you'll take 11 damage. Jenny, you're still there, so it's going to grapple at you. 22 to hit. So that would grapple you as well.
Wow, that's a. That's
No,
a
you
really-
don't take damage right off the bat. That damage is at the start of your turn. Or it should be at the end of your turn. No, it's the start of your turn. Sorry.
So you don't take damage right away?
Yeah, you don't take the damage right away.
Okay.
There's time for other people to rescue you. And then Thar-rak, it is going to swing its branch at you a single time. Oh my god. 24 to hit
Jesus
for 18
Christ.
bludgeoning damage.
That does hurt.
As it thwack. Oh, it should have had advantage on that because you're grappled. Oh no, it doesn't restrain you. Never mind. Okay. Sir Gillem, it's your move. 2 of your friends have been grappled by the evil tree's roots.
This is terrible. That tree needs to burn and die.
Okay.
So
You
I'm
see
gonna get.
inside the tree's mouth, there's lots of oil. There's like flasks of oil.
Oh, that's great. I just had another one.
Okay.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get raged first.
Okay.
I'm
You're pissed.
I'm gonna get mad, and I could actually throw a flask of oil, and
Where are you aiming?
where the other flasks of oil are.
That's in the tree's mouth.
Yes,
Okay.
that's where I'm aiming. Actually, no. Actually, I could aim there, but then I wouldn't have a way of setting it up. Never mind. For now, I'm not gonna do that. For now, I'm just going to get angry, run up to it, and hit it with my longsword.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
That's
Oh
what
yeah.
it should-
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. That'll be a 12 there, and I need it to make a dexterity saving.
All right. The tree is not great at that. Dex save.
Yes. It will take half damage if
Got
it
an 8.
succeeds. Nope. So it takes the extra lightning damage.
Okay, so you got it for 12 plus 5.
Yes.
17.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 17. Come at me, tree.
Okay, so you're right up at the tree now.
Yes, I am.
All right, we move to the next in the initiative. You see the leaves on the tree begin to quiver and shake, and the leaves seem to come to life and shoot needles at you, Zewxip. What's your armor class?
15.
They, oh god, hit you for 17 points of piercing damage as needles and twigs and sticks fly out toward you.
Ouch.
All right. That's the end of their turn. You can now see that there are, in fact, a whole bunch of little living shrubs, but they're evil-looking shrubs in the branch instead of leaves in the branches. Zewxip, it's your move. You see that Jenny and oh, sorry, go ahead. Oh boy.
Forcing disadvantage on the save to reduce its size.
Oh, and what are you reducing? The tree?
The tree.
Okay. What's the saving throw? Wisdom?
Constitution.
Oh. Well, sure. You want me to re-roll it, or you want me to just keep the roll?
That's your call. I'm fine with either.
Normally, I try to keep the roll. That'll be a 12.
Okay. That won't
that
be
fail?
enough. You need a 15.
All right. The tree shrinks down dramatically, and stuff just flies out of its mouth,
Including
all over the ground.
Including the flasks of oil?
They look like barrels of oil now that you're looking at it. There are some fireworks, you think, a whole bunch of various different like traps, like bear traps and things like that.
What of
but
my
it's
friends?
vomited out of its mouth.
So the
Are they still
barrels of
grappled?
oil fell down?
No,
Is
they're
that
not.
correct? Are the barrels of oil down?
They're
Is that-
splashed all over the ground.
Excellent.
In fact, Sir Gillem, you and oil doesn't have a grease-like effect, right? It doesn't slip you?
No, it does not slip
It
you.
just catches you. Can Gillem, Jenny, and Thar-rak all roll me dexterity saving throws?
Mm-mm.
All right. Yeah, you all. Oh, I'm sorry. Sir Gillem, you get covered in oil. It's like an oil
Oh,
spell.
great. Excellent.
Anything else you'd like to do, Zewxip? Like, you want to move at all? Currently, you're about 30 feet from the tree.
That's fine.
Does it lose its grasp on us, by the way, since it's shrunk?
Yes, it does. You two are both free, which means you're not going to take any of the damage.
Yes!
From the roots. Jenny, it's your move. No longer grappled by the roots. What would you like to do?
Well, first of all, we're gonna put a Hexblade's curse on the boy.
On the tree or the swarm of needle blights?
On the tree.
Okay.
And since that's a bonus action, we're gonna use an action. Are the swarm and the tree within 20 feet of each other?
Yes, the swarm is currently in the branches of the tree. The tree,
Fairy
now that you
fire.
can see that the swarm is alive, the tree is totally bare. It has no branches at all. All right. 20 foot. What is it? Dexterity save?
Yep.
The tree fails. Oh my goodness, the tree succeeded? I just preemptively said fails. They got a 15
Got a 15.
and a 19 on the needle blights.
Great.
Did they succeed?
15 is my DC.
Would
So, yeah.
that cause you to lose the concentration on the? Oh no, that's Galanodel.
Yeah. All right.
So can I move away without taking an op attack since he's smaller?
No, you're definitely still within the reach of his branches.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move around to the backside of. Or actually, I'm gonna move within 5 feet of
Of whom?
Alex.
Oh, of course. Thar-rak is.
Thar-rak,
yeah.
yes.
Thar-rak, you're probably on the ground now, but you didn't fall far enough to take any damage because you can't just resume flight magically when it's not your turn. That being said, it's
Yes.
now your turn.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm flying again. This time
You
about.
take to the air, leaving Jenny behind.
I don't think I have enough strength to really carry her. Otherwise, I totally would.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going 20 feet in the air, so I'm a little harder to hit.
Okay. You're still within its reach.
Jesus. Pencil.
Yeah, because the large reduce doesn't reduce its reach, does it? Even then, you still would be, even if it did. All right.
I don't really have much of a choice but to just try to kill it.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna short sword it. Choppy chop, 16
That'll hit.
for 8 piercing damage.
All right. You swing your short sword. Shing. Are you going for the branches or the tree? Like the swarm of blights up in the tree branches, or the tree itself?
Probably the tree. It's the bigger threat right now.
Cool.
Does lighting a torch cost an
Yeah.
action or a bonus action?
It's an
Yeah,
item
probably.
interaction, isn't it?
Probably an action.
Okay.
Is dropping it a free action?
Yeah, you can just drop something.
Okay, so I'll just get it out this
Okay.
round.
Okay. Sure.
And bonus action key point to disengage
All right. And you fly off.
and fly a bit off. Yeah, so it can't just
How far?
hit me. Probably another 20 feet because I have a 50-foot fly speed. So
Up or away?
or
Or both?
both.
Okay.
Diagonal flight.
You're bailing out. You're gone. You're definitely out of its reach at this point, you think.
Good.
It's gonna go. Whew.
I don't have
well-
much health, so I have to be careful.
Its roots kind of tear up out of the ground, and it is going to clamber forward.
Mm-hmm.
And it is going to attack. Probably, it's going to attack Sir Gillem first.
Okay.
28.
Yeah, it'll hit, but I'm taking half of that damage, so.
Absolutely, and it'll take a second attack at Jenny, which 15.
19 AC.
Would a
Absolutely
28
misses you.
Hold on,
It'd be
that
9.
19 damage, it'll be 9. Okay.
Yep.
Also, would that provoke an attack of
Pardon?
would that provoke an attack of opportunity from?
Oh God, no. He's got 15 feet of reach.
But he's moving out of my reach.
No, he's not. He's moving closer to you. He got shrunk a little bit, so he's moving back to you.
Then does that provoke?
He has to
an
get to
upset
minus
from
1d4 from
Yeah.
being shrunk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. He should actually take. Oh, okay, so it doesn't actually affect the damage because it's already halved.
Yeah,
No, Jenny, you said you went there in Thar-rak, not around
before,
the back.
though.
Remember?
I think.
Okay.
Otherwise, I would have given it to you. So I think that's the end of the Tree Blight's turn because can't really use those right now. Yeah. All right. Sir Gillem. Oh, I'm sorry. He needs to use his trap. The Tree Blight is going to make a sound like it clicks its jaw together, and there's a huge spark, and then it goes like blows at you, specifically at you, Sir Gillem, and nothing happens though.
Oh, nothing happens?
Yeah, it's like it was trying to spit something at you.
Oh, almost like it was trying to spit oil on me, but it doesn't
Almost.
have the oil. Oh, okay.
It's your turn now.
Ha! You fail. Let me try.
Okay.
I say, as I well, hold on. Lighting the oil on fire
Okay.
this guy is currently standing on. Is that an item interaction or bonus action?
It's an action.
Okay.
Unless you have a spell that lights it on fire, which was probably still an action.
No, I'm just going to physically just light it on fire.
It's gonna bend down and light on fire. You are also covered in oil, just so
Yes,
you know.
that is fine.
You
That
don't
is
care.
totally fine.
Excellent. The oil lights up. Jenny, you were able to dodge the oil when it splashed everywhere, but the tree blight isn't.
It's in the water. It's in the oil right now.
Yep. So the tree blight sets on fire. So does Sir Gillem.
Yep, I
Okay.
am on fire. That's fine. Bonus
Yep.
action, I need it to make a dexterity save.
Sure.
There we go.
Well, it's really bad at dex saves.
Doesn't it get yeah. Ooh, yay.
Nice. So you got it for
Take the
7.
lightning. I get it for 7.
And then what's this? So
Now I don't need to worry about attacking, though. I'm still gonna rage
Yeah.
forever.
okay. So you want to end your turn?
Is there a way that I could get? Oh no, it's already up on top of me, isn't it? Well, I could
he's
move
right up
around it, can't I? To go
Sure.
behind it. Yeah.
You
what
strafe
I'm doing.
behind it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
All
doing.
right. At the end of your turn, you take 5 fire damage from the oil.
Okay.
The blights that are up in the branches are freaking out at the sight of the fire. They don't seem to like that, and they are going to throw a carrot at you, Zewxip. Can you roll me a dexterity saving throw? All right. The carrot throws down, and it's got the hooks in it. You see it, and it hooks into your shoulder, and they drag you to the tree. So they drag you. You were 30 feet away. So yeah, they drag. Oh, actually, they can only drag you 20 feet. So you're still 10 feet from the tree. As you are hooked. Zewxip, it's your turn.
Using the thorns and petals, which is a charm person, and I understand these aren't necessarily humanoids, but I'm still going to try what I'm going to try. I will attempt to charm one of the shrubs that has me hooked, as well as the tree, and I will plead with it. Who did this to you? Tell me, where's this person so we can avenge this damage? You're in anguish. If you allow it, there are wisdom saving throws. I understand if you don't because they're plants, but I'm still attempting this as a roll.
I dig it. So I think you plead with the blights, and you plead with the tree, and the blights seem totally they're a lost cause. They give this horrible laugh, this laugh to them that is it's not natural. This isn't like a plant laugh, and it chills you a little bit to your core. The tree, however, looks to you, and through its vicious, wretched smile, it looks almost pleadingly and in a deep, kind of guttural, planty way. It creaks, and the sound of the creaking wood on the wind, it sounds almost like the words "dop whizzle." And that's all you get out of that. Unfortunately, you do not actually charm the plant.
Yep. Okay.
Alrighty. Any bonus actions?
Well, so that was my action. For my movement, am I able to somehow try and, if I'm being reeled in, maybe I could reel myself back out? Can I try and fight against the line hooking me and drawing me in?
Yeah. You don't really have a feature that does it, unfortunately.
Like
I know
athletics
the
to pull
lumberlings
against
have
it or
things.
something, or?
Yeah, I'll let you do that, since this was more an RP thing than necessarily real action. Yeah, I'll let you give me an athletics check to get out. Yeah, easy. You pull back off of it. You can have one of two things happen. Either you can rip the hook free and take some damage, or you can just pull the swarm off of the tree. But you're technically still hooked. Your choice.
My pride will probably lead to my destruction, such as my flaw. I believe that these things can be saved, so I'm going to pull the bushes off of the burning tree.
Okay, yeah, you yank them free. How far do you want to go? You can go your speed. They're very light.
Yeah, I'll just dash back and try and pull again.
So,
Well, not dash for the action.
Sir Gillem and Jenny, you just see all the little blights get pulled off. It's like the whole canopy just gets yanked out of the tree and gets dragged along behind Zewxip.
So that would provoke an attack
could
of opportunity, right?
Could my turn
would-
happen before they're getting yanked, since we both have the same name?
Sure.
Okay. So
This is happening all simultaneously anyway.
yeah, I'm going to
and-
bonus.
Just to clarify, sorry, for Sir Gillem, you asked if they would direct attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity are only provoked by the move action on your turn, I think. Or when a creature uses its movement. Or willingly moves.
Willingly.
It's
yeah,
willingly
there's some
moved.
weird text.
Yeah, it has to willingly move.
This is
out
not
of
one.
your
This is not the
reach.
circumstance. So sorry. Go ahead, Jenny.
You said that it's evening, it's nighttime, it's dark out.
Yes.
I'm going to bonus action Shadow Blade,
Okay, it's dusk, but yeah, you're fine.
and then I'm going to main action use a cantrip.
Okay.
Green Flame Blade.
Oh boy! All right. So you conjure a blade of pure shadow and swing forward to the tree. It's pretty good.
9? No, 22.
Yeah, because it's dust. So yeah, you'll hit him. Psychic damage, and you're attacking the tree, right?
Yep.
Okay. You will connect.
And the Green Flame Blade triggers.
Yep. Oh gosh.
So-
Okay.
11 to the things in the tree's branches, and
Okay.
6 to the actual tree.
The 11 goes to the tree. The 6 jumps to the other branches.
No. The 11 jumps to the branches, the 6 goes to the
You're what level again?
Oh, you're
5?
correct. My
Because
bad.
it deals a
My bad.
D8 to
You're
the
correct.
main
You're
thing.
absolutely correct.
Yeah.
And use a 6 to the tree. So Zewxip, as you run away with these little shrubs trailing behind you, cackling psychotically, they're also screaming psychotically as they are ablaze. This fire seems to be particularly effective against them.
You're level 5, so it should be 1d. The second one should be
Yeah.
1d plus your ability modifier.
He had it backwards. I normally
Yep.
have. Yeah, no, he did it. He had it
Okay.
I had it backward in my. I do it the other way around too. That's why I was confused. Okay, awesome. So that's the end of your turn, Jenny. Thar-rak, your move.
So I've got this torch, and I'm gonna light it,
Oh,
and I'm
I
gonna hit
forgot-
these.
I forgot Hexblade's curse damage.
Just give it to me now and go ahead, Thar-rak.
3.
You
I'm
light your
gonna-
torch.
I'm gonna light the torch, and then try to set these little sprite things on fire.
Well, they're okay. Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead and just take a swing. What do you
guess
want
let's-
to do with it?
Essentially, I'm trying to light the canopy thing on fire. Whether that means dropping the torch into the canopy to set it on fire because they are leaves, and
Well,
I'm
they
sure-
have just been dragged out of the canopy and are currently prone and being dragged away by Zewxip.
so I can go over to them and just
You could just bludgeon them with the torch if you.
I'm just gonna do that with the torch that's
Okay.
on fire.
Sure.
Keep in mind there is oil all over the place, so I'm assuming that they might pick up some oil.
The oil is just on the ground is the problem at this point.
They're being
And they kind of got
aren't
dragged
they? Oh.
straight from the tree branch. Yeah, I think they just got dragged a little too far. Is the thing because they went out at like an angle.
All right, so I'm gonna just
Yeah.
use, I guess, my mace to do the attack, and however much
Sure.
fire damage it would be for 13 hit.
Yeah.
All right, and
And
it
you would
would
have
just be
advantage
fire
anyway.
damage. Okay, so let me just see if it crits. Then does not, almost crits,
So-
but doesn't crit.
Yeah, a torch. I say it's pretty much like a club, so it does like a D4, but you get a +1 fire damage on it as well.
Okay,
And you just add your dex or whatever you
yeah,
add. to the-
plus
It's
so
a
it's plus
versatile weapon.
5 for me.
or-
so- There we go. 9.
All
That's
right.
a
Is
lot
that
of fire
including the
damage.
including the fire.
Yes, it's plus 4 from my dex mod and plus 1 from the fire.
Okay, so it's gonna be. All right, they're looking really bad. Most of them have burned up. And they're still screaming and laughing in that horrible, unearthly laugh.
In that case, I could just actually, never. I'm good. I think that's it.
Okay. The next in the initiative is the tree. The tree charges forward.
Wouldn't it
Oh,
take fire
Jeremy,
damage?
real quick, I owed you
Yep.
a Constitution save for taking damage while concentrating on reduce.
What damage did you take?
Wait, didn't I take damage from the carrot, or was that just a movement
No.
effect?
Yep, that was just a movement effect.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yep.
never mind then.
No, all good. I appreciate you being honest because I forget things sometimes.
Okay, yeah,
And,
I was wondering why I didn't make one, and you're right, because I didn't take damage, but I thought it was the hooks and everything. Anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
All good. The tree is going to, as a one of its attacks, is going to swing, and before it moves, it's going to swing at you, Sir Gillem, because you're right behind it. 14?
14 won't hit.
Okay.
I have a 19 AC.
And
Good
then
luck.
it will swing around at Jenny. 22 for 18 points.
Hit.
Okay.
It'll take 5 fire though. Run.
At the end of
Fire.
its turn, it certainly will.
Yeah.
And then it will charge away from you, Sir Gillem, after its canopy, or
This
what's
is
left
an
of
attack of opportunity, sir.
it. It does, in
Yes.
fact, provoke an attack of opportunity.
Awesome.
From both of us?
Yes, both of you.
Mhm. That's not gonna hit.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Also, unfortunately not. All right. It ends its turn adjacent to you, Susan.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, go ahead and give me another roll. You don't get advantage on the other roll, but it's a 9. You win some, you lose some. At least it's not next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So it ends its turn up there next to Zewxip, and then it is going to kind of like retch back a little bit and cough, and it is going to cough up a single bear trap, which lands on the ground right in front of you, Zewxip. You can easily walk around it. It looks like it's trying to get more bear traps up, but there are just none left in its mouth.
But it also takes the 5 fire, right?
It absolutely does take the 5 fire damage at this turn. It does not seem as vulnerable to fire as the canopy was.
Okay. Is
Sir
it like
Gil-
it's taking half damage almost? Or...
Oh, no, it's taking the full damage. It's just
Okay.
not taking double the damage.
Awesome. I'm gonna take this opportunity to
Mhm.
try to move out of the oil area.
Yeah, no problem. Just chasing it,
Okay.
you move out of the oil area.
Oh, I wasn't necessarily chasing it. I was just trying to move out of the oil area in general.
Very well. 10 feet of movement, you're out of the oil area.
Okay, cool. And then I'm just gonna take that water that I have with me, and I'm just gonna douse myself with water and put out the fire. So I'll be able.
Sure. No problem.
And I just
You are doused.
I put out, and now the fire's out. So
Is all the fire out or just the fire on you?
just a fire on me. That's all
Okay.
I'm trying to do. Is just get me.
Sure.
Done.
You're good. Is there
And
anything
then,
else?
is
You
that
do
an
have a
item
bonus
interaction?
action.
Is that? Oh,
No, taking out a flagon of water and pouring it on yourself is certainly an action.
okay. Well, am I within 10 feet? Can I be within 10 feet of the?
Oh, sorry. Chat points something out. As you douse yourself in water, the little plaque falls out and bumps you on the head.
Oh yes, yes, it
Yes.
does.
Thank you, chat. And thank you, Shukan, for pointing that out. And yes, you can see what the plaque reads. It reads,
It just reads H-A, ha?
H-A-H with an exclamation point at the end.
Ha!
You don't even know how to spell ha right, whoever you are.
Ha!
and then I'm gonna make a dexterity saving.
Okay. The tree, I assume?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, the tree got bad.
Double fail.
You zap him.
5.
Tree's looking kind of beat up at this point. The blights are looking really beat. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Gillem?
No, that should be it. End of turn.
Alrighty. The little blights are going to swarm up over you, Zewxip. And they're going to swing at you with their claws. And they will try and rip you apart. It's a
Oh
22 to hit.
jeez.
It does.
Okay, now they do half damage because the swarm is at less than half its health. That's going to be a 5 piercing damage. Can you roll that concentration check? All right, and they will now attack you with their second claw attack. A 19 to hit. That one for 11 piercing damage. And you're still good. They're trying to just shred you and rip you limb from limb, and they're like, like doing that horrible laugh that I can't do very well. All right. Zewxip, it's your turn.
It's live or die, and I've tried my best. I have this swarm on me, and well, they're gonna have to be put down.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez. Oh boy. What does it look like when Zewxip casts a burning hand? Does it like? How does it work?
My
Is it just
my
ahead.
spindly arms sort of entwine together, and these very brightly colored blossoms open up, and from there the magic is dispensed, to put it politely. And
Excellent.
I'm casting it as a level 3 spell, so it's a very intense, brightly colored flame that's pouring out over the swarm.
And as the fire, it kind of like, I imagine, almost burns like blue and white at this point. The swarm.
Bevy of colors, yes.
Yes. So as this rainbow of fire bursts out, Zewxip, you kind of like can't see for a moment. There's so much fire, and as the spell ends, there is nothing left of the swarm. There's
Don't
just
worry, it was for the best.
fine soot on the ground. Makes excellent fertilizer. But
Yeah, I'll be repurposing them for the bunny garden.
yeah, they don't exist anymore. So there goes the swarm of needle blights.
I'd like to. How far away from the tree am I?
You're pretty close to it. It charged up after you, and it looks, well, doesn't really look anything. It's just an angry tree right now.
Can I see? Does it have any sort of like cones or seed pods or nuts or anything that are on?
It is hollow and bare. It looks like all of its natural leaves are just gone. Looks like they've been transformed into those blights.
Yeah, this poor thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Actually, you would have probably hit the tree with that as well, because it's up there. Let me roll for the tree.
I mean, if I
Alright.
did turn around because I was dragging the things behind.
They was
so yeah,
chasing
you
you,
wouldn't
and
need
then, yeah. So it got a 17 on the thing. So it'll still take the 7 fire damage. Sorry. Is there anything else? Oh,
I'll move up about 10 feet away because it looks like it has reach.
yeah, you're within its reach right now.
Oh, I am.
It's charged right up to you. Yeah.
Oh, then no, I don't want to provoke an AO. So
Okay.
I'll stand there, sort of looking pleadingly at it. And there.
Oh.
Wait,
Okay.
if is burning hands a single target, or it's a 15-foot cone,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Wouldn't the tree also get that damage then if it's right on top of him?
Yep, I just rolled it and put it on him. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I-
It succeeded on the save, so it only took 7 damage.
Ah,
but it
okay, I
did
get
hit.
you.
Jenny, your move.
So the Shadow Blade has the light, finesse, and thrown properties.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna mess a boy up with Shadow Blade and a dagger.
Oh, you're 2-weapon fighting here.
Ye-
All right, you rush. I assume this
What?
is running up to it, not throwing.
Yeah, I'll run up.
Okay. You will absolutely hit with 19.
20.
20. You hit with a 22. All right. That's a lot of damage. He's looking incredibly bad.
And off.
Not incredibly. That'd be pretty bad. Oh.
And 3 from Hex.
Excellent. Does it 3 on each?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on, it would take an additional 5 fire damage from the burning hands, by the way.
Oh, from
From the
Oil.
oil. Yeah.
But the
It
oil
says
well,
let me
read
after
it.
1 minute, the target each time, if the target takes fire damage before.
Yeah, I'm treating it as a second aspect of the oil, as if it's on the ground always. So rather
Okay.
than it just occasionally proccing, I'm just always giving it the fire damage from the oil. So yeah, don't worry, you're good.
Awesome.
Cool. All right, now it's looking real bad.
And the green flame blade damage.
Okay. another
nice,
7
7.
fire. Nice. Where would you like that extra 5 to go? It doesn't say May. Where would you like it to go?
Home.
All right.
Home is getting it.
Respect.
House
Yep.
is getting.
House, you
But
get
I'm
hit
not
with
within-
5 fire
I'm-
damage.
But I'm not within 5 feet of it. I'm
Oh.
within 10 feet of it.
Yeah, he's not within 5 feet of the tree, actually. He hasn't moved yet.
Oh, who is?
I think you're the only one who is.
I target an earthworm in the ground.
What's your passive perception?
11?
Yeah, you hit an earthworm. Really coincidental. Very convenient.
Man,
Alright.
that earthworm is dead.
It's trashed.
It is
All right.
crispy, just the way I like it.
Yeah, it happened to not get obliterated by Zewxip's burning hand. Well, but now it's gone. Poor worm.
Oh, you burned my dinner.
I'm sorry. Okay, Thar-rak, your move. The tree looks... It's on the brink of destruction.
Ah! At this point, since I know it's not really particularly vulnerable to fire damage, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna throw the torch down and, you know, just do my thing.
Sure.
Stab it once,
You hit him?
and then
Okay.
use the key point and hit it twice.
Mm-hmm.
1 hito. 10 probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
9 also doesn't hit. I am very good at this.
All right. Is that the end of
I'm
your turn?
clearly the best monk. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. It will take its turn. It swings at you, Zewxip. A 25 to hit for 20 with blood. Can you give me that
unconscious.
concentration? Oh, the concentration ends. The tree swells up in size and roars in anger. It turns around and swings at you, Jenny. A 24 for 15 bludgeoning.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, you go down. Oh my goodness. Thar-rak, the roots reach up an 11, and the second pair of roots, a 13. Missing you.
I don't even move, it just goes
Twisting and reaching
around me.
you. And then at the end of the tree's turn, it takes 5 fire damage and withers and burns to death.
Oh gosh, really? I
As-
didn't even get to finish.
Last
Alright.
ditch effort.
I'm sorry, Sir Gillem. It's your turn, and the tree is dying from your fire damage. Would you like to do anything else special to it?
Oh, absolutely. I needed to make a dexterity save.
You just take out your pop gun. You just succeed. You shoot it. And as the lightning shoots out and hits the tree, it is burned to cinders.
I'm gonna go
And
ahead
the
and
crack's
drag.
real cool from the lightning.
I'm gonna go ahead and drag Zewxip out of the fire.
Yeah, you're able to get Zewxip. You guys are able to awaken Zewxip and Jenny. You find some naturally occurring good berries. Real convenient.
Ah, yeah,
Uh,
those are nice.
And
No one ever mentions how good berries can grow naturally in some environments.
mhm.
And as you all kind of wake up, you're grievously injured, some of you, but alive. The forest appears to be clear. This horrible monster, you peer through its all of the debris that got launched out of its mouth upon the original reduce, and there are just tons and tons of traps.
I'll take
But-
a couple of these.
Yeah,
Some
you take the bear
fireworks.
traps.
The,
But-
the thing is that as soon as the tree dies, I get 9 health because Hexblade's.
And Jenny's back. Yep. Beautiful. But
What?
yeah, as you return to the village, the bunnyfolk look to you all and they kind of poke their heads out of the house. And that one bunnyfolk was talking to you originally. Are they all gone?
Everything has
bad
been
luck
dealt
gone?
with.
Yes.
There
But
may
no,
still
the
be
tree still
traps out
exists.
there. Be careful. But the source of them has been taken care of.
Yes.
And no, the forest
have-
still is there, by the way. It's not all gone, sadly.
What? I thought the traps were all gone.
Yes, the traps are, but the forest is still there.
Guys, the forest is still there. Hooray! And all the bunny folks cheer and joy and begin to scatter out among the clearing, going about their daily activities. They seem, even though maybe they probably shouldn't be quite so at peace and unthreatened, they seem totally at peace and they feel very unthreatened. They go around foraging and living their happy bunnyfolk lives. And the four of you can look around at your handiwork and the happy bunnies around you, and your job well done.
Ah, yes.
Awesome.
Now I'm
Oh,
going
and-
to go home and eat some
Where's the
fish.
money? Give me my money. I
Oh,
want
they
my
pay
money.
you.
Oh,
They give you
okay,
money.
good.
Oh, here's your $5,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
But one bunnyfolk in particular hops up to you, Jenny. Hello. It's a little tiny one. Looks like a kid bunnyfolk.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Can you teach me how to be a paladin?
Of course I can.
And we fade
No,
off
no, they
into
can't.
the night. A wonderful, completed adventure. Congratulations, everyone! You have earned your 200 Bartholomew bucks, your point of experience, and yeah, great work, guys. Thanks for playing.
Ah, it feels so good to be back in my bird ways. Birdmonk!
Birdman. Anyway.
Yeah, thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, it's always fun to
because-
play.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah, because it is a myth battle night. The shop is currently closed for everyone but those myth boys. We gotta get that game cracking for them. But thank you all for joining us, and we're gonna be right back with that myth battle. Stay tuned. We'll be right
Adios.
back.
I actually forgot what it was
Bye.
like to get bark box.
It's crazy, right?